Hey, it's H here. Today we're taking a look at technical analysis for Bitcoin. I'll cover wave analysis with Elliott Wave theory and provide multiple scenarios the price may take and explain why I prefer one count over another. Let's take a look at the different possibilities. Starting here on 1 hour time frame and looking at the structures starting from the lows of June 18th to give us some kind of overall perspective that what we're going to be dealing with today. So in here we've got three different counts. Two of them are a bit not that bullish. One of them is the bull count, but let's just go through them for now. In here I've got a B and then a C wave here into wave A. Wave A is again because this structure got retraced at least the 85.4 or the 90% area, so that's why I prefer this being a B and then C structure. It is possible that we are having this as a five-way structure, and if this indeed this structure over here is a three-way structure and ends something up in here and not and is not part of this larger structure, this could be a wave one to the downside. I've seen some people having that as the count, and that is very much of a possibility. Now the only structure that I am still pondering and wondering what this is about is this structure here. It looks definitely like a five-way structure, but it does not really fit into most of the counts. So some might say that we have to have this as a three-way structure instead to fit into the counts that we have here, and I have to agree. At this very moment, if we are having this as a five-way structure and looking at this current count that we have displayed here, I've labeled this as an A wave. Again, for the B wave, generally takes at least the 1-to-1 in time in comparison to this wave A, so that would be around 30th of September for this B wave to be completed. And in this one, we could be looking at a three-way structure, something like this. Depending, of course, how high this goes, we'll see how much we are going to be expecting downfall off of this count. Invalidation at these highs of 25.1k. Then we had another count in which we would have this as a three-way structure ending in here instead of here, and then we would have this as an ABC, acknowledging that this five-way structure here would be an end of something, an end of this this ABC, ending that structure down here at the wave B. So overall A, B, and then looking for higher. Now the problem is here that this structure here is so short in time. However, I have to acknowledge that it did get to the 0.618. This is a very ugly structure, but we have to acknowledge that this is indeed very much of a possibility. It does not break anything. It does look pretty good with this five-way structure in it, and this is the only structure that we can actually have the five-way structure as a five-way structure in here. So we don't need to be labeling this as a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, having that as a B wave and then again diagonal here. So that's why I still have to be keeping this this count in mind, that this could be just a possible A, B, and C, and then we would have some kind of correction again, and then having a partner leg basically for this structure higher. But that is the overall idea. Then we have this bullish idea, of course, that I don't think I've shown you this because I don't think this is going to be happening. But of course it is possible. We have not taken out these current lows that we have, so we could have this as a ABC into a 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Some kind of a contracting diagonal into a wave 1. Then we would have to acknowledge or say that we have this as a three-way structure, but again, this would have to be a ABC in here into W, ABC here into X. X does not get to the 38.2, which makes this less likely. Then we would have this as an A, B, and C again into wave Y to complete the wave 2. But again, this has already been invalidated as we have taken out these lows here. So we can't have this as a five-way structure of a something starting, but instead we would have to acknowledge that wave 2 is here at these lows or even further out. And again, we have retraced so much more or so much of this original move that it does not really make it likely to be a start of something. However, as we know that the bottoms of crypto and other assets often are very complex, and structures like these can very often happen. So that's why I'm not really taking this count out of the box here as of yet. We just have to at least have it on our mind until it gets invalidated. I have not updated this again, but again, this would be an ABC like we had on other counts. Continuing this down this structure. This probably is a three-way structure in here if we want to be playing this as the wave 2, and then this would be another ABC and another ABC ending that structure over here. I'm not going to be making these degrees lower, but yeah, you get the point. It is not my favorite at all. Now let's get into some more specifics here on very much lower time frame, and disregarding whatever this is for the moment. Again, my preference is still probably this one, in which we had this ABC here. Doesn't have the perfect look, but neither does any of the other counts either. So yeah, let's just roll with it for now. The idea here is that we are coming down in a 5-way move, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 3-way pull back into wave B. However you want to be placing this, ABC works fine as well. And then another wave, 5-way structure coming down here into that wave C, into that wave W. Again, wave W is just a placeholder for now, because again, usually those wave X's here are less retracing less than the ABC structures. And because we have already this as a 3-way structure, we can't, or we can already go very well past even this starting point. But again, the targets of wave X are getting hit sooner, so that's why we have it here. Now, if we are looking at some time elements here, 21st of September would be the first target I would have for the X wave, and that would be very, very short X wave. It is very typical to see wave X taking as long as the wave W, so that would be happening at 25th of September. So to me, this structure here, whatever we're going to be forming, would most likely going to be a 3-way structure that is just the part of this W wave, and doing something possibly like this. Of course, we don't know of that yet, and it is just useless to project that out there. But according to the shorter time frame structures here, if we are looking at a bit closer, again 1 minute just to see the structure, I think I had it labeled as a 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then again 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, extended fifth here into the wave A, and then 3-way pull back into wave B, and then 1, 2, and then 3, and a mess here, some kind of a diagonal here at the end, not quite sure. But yeah, that's how I've got the ABC in here. I don't think this is a 5-way structure, although we do have that divergence between the A and C, and that is typically expected as well. But I just don't see a good, clear 5-way structure in here, so that's why I'm still thinking that this is an ABC instead. But yeah, that's just me. We have not retraced back to the 38.2 retracement yet of this original move of this W, so that is something that I would like to see before we are going to go and head up for that wave Y. That at least gives us some kind of reference and some kind of possibilities to get into the market as well, if you have not gotten into the trade. Now, golden pocket here has a daily and a naked bond control, so if the price gets here, this is definitely an area to be interested in. Of course, it doesn't need to be here. This is just one of the targets. And of course, it can just go through it as well. But there is solid evidence there that there is some kind of support level here on volume as well. So yeah, definitely would be looking into this as well if the price gets there. What else did we have here? This looks pretty much the same count as I did have, right? This was the ABC. Yeah, well, this was just the demonstration of this being that ABC here, so we can have it as an A wave or something related to those higher time frame structures that we had here. For example, having this as a 5-way structure coming down into an A wave, and then 3 ways into A, 3 ways into B, and now we would be looking for a pullback upwards higher for that C wave to complete the B wave. So A, B, and then looking for C. Of course that is possible, but again, this is very suspicious, this area. I'm most likely going to be just playing these smaller time frame structures instead of the higher time frame, just because of this structure is not making any sense to me. But yeah, that is pretty much everything I wanted to cover on Bitcoin. Hopefully you got some ideas of the market and the ideas that what could be happening if certain things will come to life, and some of the trade ideas as well as I threw them in here. But yeah, that is just my views. If you made it this far into the video, I would appreciate the likes. Link to my free Discord server in the description below, and for now I thank you for watching and I hope you have an amazing rest of your day. See you next video, bye bye.